today I'm going to do a real quick little demonstration here and show you how to kind of jazz up your plain old chicken breast. I bought a pack of the chicken breast tenderloins. You don't have to do that. You can get the full breast if you want to. You'll just have to slice them. Anyway, so you can put them in a Ziploc freezer bag and pound them flat. You need to take a baking dish. Oh, also preheat your oven to 350. Forgot to tell you that. Take a baking dish or a cookie sheet pan and line it with foil. Spray the foil. You know, just so that you won't have this stick, because for some reason what I'm about to do, the seasoning I use, it will kind of stick to the area that you're using.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand.
So what I did is I took my seasoning and I mixed it with my garlic powder, so it's already done. And we're gonna take a little bit of olive oil. You can use butter that you brush on, or you can use olive oil, or you can use any kind of oil. It doesn't matter. And pour a little bit on this. And then I'm gonna get my brush and brush it.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond hope. Dreamy, breezy we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond hope.
Your seasoning, and kind of just sprinkle it.
Don't listen to what everyone else says. Take your time. You're not their mess. Yeah, you might not be at your best, but it's fine. I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe.
Put this in your oven for 350 degrees. And just keep a watch on it. It's going to take probably about 10 to 15 minutes or so to get done if you use boneless chicken. Alright, I'll see you back here in a few. What I usually do when I have a lot of leftover rice that I know no one's going to eat and it's going to spoil, I take it and I put it in a covered bowl, you know, Tupperware bowl, whatever. Freezer container, whatever, and put it in the freezer and freeze it. And then when we need it, I take it out, I de-thaw it, and it's great. It's cooked, everything's good. Usually I try to have that done within a month of cooking it. because I feel like it would break down, you know, too far, and the texture wouldn't be right. Not that it would spoil, it's just the texture would not be right. So that's what I did this time. We just had rice this week. We had a lot left over. I've deep thawed it in the microwave, warmed it up. Nothing wrong with it. It's as good as new. And I'm going to add some things to it to fancy it up a little bit, and it'll go great with our chicken. So put it in a bowl. Add a can of cream of chicken soup. Now you can do probably any flavor cream of chicken soup. It doesn't matter. My husband's allergic to mushrooms, so I can't use that. So you want to stir this into your rice first before you add your seasonings, because your seasonings will clump into the soup and it won't spread throughout, and then it's just not gonna mix well. Now you can get another can of cream of chicken, and I like that better. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Some onion powder. A little bit of parsley. Some salt and pepper. You could also put some green chilies in here. That would be good. So after I get it all combined and stirred up, okay y'all, so this is everything plated up. This is our chicken from the oven that was rolled in the ranch dressing and garlic powder. And our super, is what it's called, rice that's got the cream chicken soup in it with the herbs and spices added to it. And I went ahead, plated it up for you to see, and I added some corn to it. We're going to do a pepper crusted pork loin, and we're going to be using pork. Pretty sure that you could probably use beef, but we're trying to make this one of our cheat meal videos, so we need to choose a cut of meat that is the cheapest, and pork would be where it's at as of right now. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and get your rub ready. This is a few tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and you can just get that real cheap for like $1 off the condiment aisle at Walmart. And I'm gonna take a couple tablespoons of cracked peppercorns, and that's just the black peppercorns, and that's part of our mixture. And instead of using minced garlic, I'm just going to use garlic powder, because I think that will be a little bit better. Okay, we'll put that in there. Some red pepper flakes and some salt, and it's a good bit of salt. I want to get it just a little bit more wet, so I'm going to put a little bit more mustard in it. Now, you're supposed to use a 2-pound pork tenderloin, but I was able to get 2 tenderloins that are about a pound and some odd ounces a piece. So we're just going to do it's in the twin pack. You can usually get like a little twin pack of them. So that's about as much as you need. So you need to cut those out of the packaging. Let them rest on a plate. Dry them off. And we are going to take the rub and we're going to put it all over these. Okay, so now you need to get about 2 tablespoons of olive oil heating up in your pan because you're going to sear both sides of these before you put them in the oven. Okay, y'all, so I've already seared all the sides and I've tried to, you know, put the rub back on it best I could. It didn't really come off that much, so you need to sear it quickly and carefully and you should be fine. And all you're doing is kind of browning the sides just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of foil on top because I don't want it to burn. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just want to kind of make sure that I'm keeping an eye on it. And then the last few minutes I'll take the foil off so it can finish cooking. You'll put it in for 375. And I usually can tell when mine are done. But what you're looking for is an inner temperature of anywhere between 145 and 155. And we'll let it rest 5 minutes before we cut into it. At the end, I'll show you everything plated together. Okay, y'all, so a really great, cheap side dish is always going to be potatoes. Doesn't matter what you say. That's probably going to be your main thing. Maybe pasta would be a close second. You don't have to always serve plain potatoes or mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes. You can always get the red skin potatoes, and I don't mean the ones that come in the small bag that cost a lot. I'm talking about the red skin potatoes that are with the other big bags of potatoes in the 5-pound bags, 10-pound bags, stuff like that. Take them, cut them up into bite-sized pieces, and you are going to pour some oil over them. So put them in a big sandwich bag like this. I'm sorry, a big freezer bag. I'm using olive oil. You don't have to do that. You can use whatever oil you have on hand. You make sure that all the potatoes get coated. Now, what I would like to do is dump this out, go ahead and dump this out into my baking dish, because if I put the seasoning on it while it's in the bag, it may clump. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the baking dish that I'm going to be using. And I'm taking ranch powder and sprinkling all over these. This ranch mix provides a really good seasoning for them. And they're already coated in oil. So at this point, all I have to do is stick them in the oven beside the tenderloin that I'm making. I'm going to cover it in foil so they don't burn. And literally in about a half hour to 45 minutes, we're going to have dinner. When it comes out, I'll plate it up. Okay, y'all. So this is everything plated up. And I paired it with some corn. Really easy, cheap, simple. Literally a few base products or a few base foods, meat, potatoes, and then you can add certain things to fancy it up, and it's like a whole different meal, and it's really cheap. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.